Hello and welcome back to the channel, and today I'm gonna show you my complete gold trading strategy. That's right, today is the day that I reveal my gold trading strategy that I use in my trading style. And I mostly trade gold, mostly like 99% of the times I'm trading gold, and rest of the times I'm trading Bitcoin. That's right. So I'm gonna show you how I trade gold, and it has given me really good results, and I am very sure that this is gonna change everything. This is gonna blow your mind. This is gonna give you profits, the profits that you have been thinking about. And I can say that you can. I'm sometimes even doing very high risk trading with this strategy when I feel like that this is the trade that I should take higher risk, because with over time, when you practice the strategy that I'm going to reveal to you, you will become very confident about a particular move that gold is making. And sometimes you will feel that this is the move that I want to be trading. I want to be going into with higher risk. Yeah. So I'm gonna reveal to you today. So without further ado, let's go into the charts. So being a scalping strategy, you can see I have opened my 5 minutes time frame on trading view, and I'm using the basic package of trading view because we're gonna go down to 3 minute, 2 minute, 1 minute time frame as well. So I'm using the basic which comes around basic plan, which comes around $12, I think. So you can use that, and I think within a month you will be you'll be happy enough to purchase their whole yearly or something like that, because then it doesn't matter, because you'll be making a lot of money with your trading. I promise you. You just need to follow strictly, practice strictly, and follow the rules, and I'm sure you're gonna make a lot of money. I'm very sure about that. So the strategy is a breakout strategy, and I'm using a couple of indicators here. Not a couple of indicators, but one indicator, which is you can see it's an order block indicator developed by Maku Chaku. Okay, so I'm gonna just remove and re-edit for your convenience so that you can understand how this works. So I have removed everything, so because I'm gonna just make it's a baseline tutorial, like everything. I will cover everything so that you understand how to trade. And I'm also gonna trade live with a very low balance account, so that you can jump in on me, jump in with me, and trade live. As I go in, because scalps are like, you cannot give them on a platform on email, because it just moves so fast, right? Most of them you will miss it. If you are live with me on maybe YouTube or somewhere, then we can trade together. And I wish I can do that, but I think right now I cannot do that, because you need a minimum 1,000 subscribers for that. So I request all of you out there that are watching my video, please subscribe. Let me take the number to 1,000, and then we can trade. Everyone can trade live with me, and we're gonna make money together. But for now, let me show you how you can do it on your own with the strategy. Okay, so first things first, let's add the indicator. Go to indicators here, and indicators, you can search for super order block. So you can see there is super order block here, developed by Maku Chaku. This is the one, and I really thank Maku Chaku for this tool that for this indicator that they developed. And this is a really nice indicator that helps me to identify order blocks, fair value gaps, and that helps in my trading strategy quite a lot and quite a lot. So I'm going to implement this on my chart. Okay, so it is on my chart right now. Okay, and I'm gonna go on to the settings of this indicator and plot. OB means plot order block, plot FVG means plot fair value gaps. I'm not gonna go onto the rejection block or pivots and high volume bars or like that, but what I mostly trade is the auto blocks. So I'm interested in auto blocks, and maximum auto block box displayed, let's keep it to 100. I like that because sometimes old auto blocks get triggered and it helps. And there's also fair value gaps. I'm interested in seeing them on my chart, but I do not trade them as much as auto blocks. I feel auto blocks are really good. Yes. So I'm not going to go into detail what auto blocks are, what fair value gaps are, but you can say in a nutshell, I will say that auto blocks and fair value gaps are the areas where you can say that you will have maximum probability of a reaction coming out of that area, that zone, that price. Okay. Because otherwise this video will be very lengthy, and maybe some other time we can go on detail as to what auto blocks are and fair value gaps are. So moving ahead, so what I do is, this is the 5-minute time frame. I try to find a trend. Okay, I try to find a trend. Okay, so you can see there's a trend going on here. First it was like this, right? And I'm gonna switch to UDC so that everyone can understand and change timings and go onto their charts and draw the same things that I'm showing on my chart. So UDC 350, we had a trend starting just going downwards on the 5-minute time frame, and it made it has made some, there's a higher high, there's a higher low, then there is a lower high, and then there is a lower low, then there's a lower high, then there's a lower low. So it's a, yeah, what I want to tell you that it's a complete trend with lower highs and lower lows, makes it a proper trend. So maybe some of the time, for very newbies in the market, I will explain the trend and how to identify the trend. But I think it's pretty easy. When you see, when you can plot your trend line on somewhere, then it's a trend, provided that there is, it's touching, coming down, touching and coming down, touching and coming down. So finally, when it reached here, you can see it just came out, right? So for the clarity of this video, let me hide fair value gaps so that it's a bit clearer, the chart is a bit clearer. So a bit clear now, right? So some of the fair value gaps are still here, so I don't know why. Let's see. Plot structure breaking FVG. Okay, I will. Okay, there's a new function that they put in here, so I'm gonna click OK. So all the FVGs are gone now. Okay, so you can see what I want to focus on here, your attention on this area, because this is very important, guys. So you can see finally we got an auto block here, right? We got an auto block, and then we also, it made sense. How it made sense? Because it broke the trend. So what we are looking for is a trend, and then a break of the trend with the auto block. Like this auto block is breaking the trend because it confirmed it with the move to the upside. We had a couple of candles to the upside telling us that this break is a valid break, and we can expect it to move further. So, but my strategy, what I'm looking for is, once the break happens, once we have that confirmation, okay, yeah, this is a break, I want it to come back into the auto block. Okay, come back into the auto block. Maybe you can enter either when it touches it, but I usually prefer, like, if it goes down a little bit, like to the 50% of the auto block, because this is the total auto block The total block is as big as this, so 50% would be around here. So entering here, stop loss around here, and take profit 10 to 20 pips, right? So, or maybe depends on how much risk you're taking. Maybe you're taking a really big risk, so you want to close very soon, like, depends on how risky the trade is. So take risk um as per what you want to take, as per the account size as well. But sometimes, if you want to practice, maybe open a small account, a real small account. I don't want you to trade demo because it doesn't give you the same feeling as a real trade account. So a small real trading account, and it will help you quite a great deal. So what I would do is I would wait for it to come back around about 50%, or maybe I will enter with a small size here and then a pretty good size here, because this was a confirmed breakout, and a retouch of this coming to the 50% makes it very valid entry. And then again we have this bar, a bullish bar popping up, and then if you still want to wait and want to see some sort of candle structure, maybe an engulfing or inside bar, bullish inside bar, we can say this is here, and then it makes much further sense to enter. Even if you enter here, see, even if you enter here, you still would have been around. It came to 16 pips. So my broker has, or if you just closed on here, then 10, 20 pips, right? 10, 11 pips. So scalping, when you are scalping, you are looking for very short targets. You're looking for real targets, like short target with high risk, so that you can grow the account quickly, right? So for example, if you had $100 account, and if you with $5 a pip, you get 20 pips of stop loss below the account, right? So yeah, it seems funny, but yeah, if you want to grow account quickly. So if I enter 50% here, so I only would have gone down till like 7 pips, so that is 5 7 35. 5 sevens are 35, so $35 I would have seen the loss, the trade going into, and then it would have gone around 50 pips quite easily in my direction, $50 in my direction. And the stop loss depends on how much risk you want to take. Sometimes I just don't use the stop loss because gold is very quick. Okay, 13 pips, 5, so around 50 60 pips, $50-$60 of stop loss, and then $50 of take profit. So $100 account goes to 150 right away. So think about the bright picture. Okay, so I don't want you to take a lot of risk if you have a very big account, and I don't want you to blow it. I want first you to practice it. So once you have the grip on this strategy, you will see the power of this strategy. This is my main trading strategy, okay? And I'm gonna show you with a small trading account how we will grow that to $1,000 account. I have a small account with around maybe $60-$70, and we're gonna trade it, and I'm gonna show you how we can really take it up to $1,000, and then after $1,000 we'll take it to maybe 10,000, 20,000. So yeah, we're gonna do that together on this YouTube channel for sure. Subscribe to the channel. Something really amazing is going to happen on this channel. So I'm gonna just stretch this trend line here. So we made a trade here, right? And then it gave us a profit. And now you have to understand the psychology here. So the trend line was here, right? But now you can see the price is looming around the upper side, and sometimes tries to go down to the lower side of this trend line, and then it starts, gives a big bullish candle, and it's showing us that bullish, there's bullishness in the market. Okay, so I'm gonna stretch this. I'm gonna stretch this here. So again, because if the price is breaking down then this low where it broke, right? So it makes it really ambiguous, because if the price came down and it did not break this low, then it's still trying to find a way to move to the upside. But if it's breaking to the downside and taking out this low, then of course it is moving to the downside, and it is shifting to the downward trend, and you need to be cautious if you want to trade along. Okay, so you can see right here it would have been you need to choose your trades carefully, otherwise you're gonna blow your account. So you can see right here it's an order block. If you're not able to see, I'm just gonna maximize a little bit. So how you can cut out the noise. For example, here you would say there's an order block, but it did not break the trend, right? It did not break the trend. So one thing which can help you to determine, okay, yeah, let's not trade this because it is. So here it did break the trend, right? It did break, but at the same time you can see it's making another trend within the trend, which is right here. Okay, which is right here. You need to identify your setups. You need to identify what's going on. So, and even if you want to go to the lower time frame, maybe 3 minutes, and I use 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute time frame to confirm my trades and see, okay, if there is double confirmation, something like that. I'm going to show you the double confirmation as well. So you can see at this point we have a trend going on, right? So we had to be careful. We got an order block, right? And on the 5 minutes time frame, let's mark it up and then go to the lower time frame. Maybe we can scalp it, but still you need to be cautious. You need to be open your eyes, keep your keep your coffee ready, so that you can understand what's going on, right? You can identify whether I need to trade, I need not to trade. So I marked this. I'm gonna go on the 3 minutes. So 5 minutes where it is showing us that there is an order block, right? And if we move down to the 3 minutes time frame, it's again showing us there is an order block. And it came down to around 50% of this order block. It's right here. Stop loss around 8 pips, and it went back up to 14 pips. Oh, that's great. So you can see it's within the trend. We're not trying to go we're not trying to wait and it will break the trend and go to the upside, make 100 pips. No, we're keeping it very simple. We're keeping it very short, concise, so that we don't get lost. If you want to scalp it here, scalp quickly, get in, get out. Yeah, it can be done. But yeah, I will still wait. I will not. Even if I trade this, then it would be very low lot size, because another trend is shaping up in the market. So if I go down to the 5 minutes time frame, let's go to the 5 minutes time frame. So finally we have an breakout of this trend line. You can see it right here. We have the breakout of the trend line, right? So at this point we're seeing multiple candles confirming that, okay, yeah, this is a breakout of this trend line. And then we have another auto block which is great. Sometimes you need to wait quite a lot for auto blocks to form, but it's showing us, and this is today, guys. This is not some prehistory. So it again gave me an auto block, right? And the auto block mitigation, it came down, the price came down. I'm gonna show it to you first. So it came down round about here and mitigated it, but it did not come down to 50%. So I would have liked it to come down 50% and buy it right away there. But sometimes I told you that because this is a clear-cut breakout of this trend line, I would have maybe with a lower lot size. With what I did in the previous trade was, enter a low lot size in the beginning and then a bigger lot size after that. So we can do the same here, and if we enter the lower lot size here, we can see we still would have managed to get good pips, like 10 pips. So basically I'm just targeting 10-20 pips with this strategy and quickly come out of the trades. Like, if you get 3-4-5 trades daily, then yeah, you are 50 pips up or maybe 30 pips up, and with good lot size, you can make a lot of money. I'm gonna show it to you probably soon. I'm gonna show you. So again, then it came down. You can see here it came down to 50%, but it was already mitigated. Maybe I would have not traded this, or maybe after the formation of this doji type of candle, I would have made a small entry. And even with a small entry after this candle, why not 12 pips? Because there is a little bit of, yeah, so 12 pips of 12 pips of move. It was a 12 pip move, so maybe around 5-8 pips I would have still earned in this. So it's a valid trade, and risky one, I would say, because yeah, I would have liked it to drop further, like, drop further. So this is the downtrend. Understand this, guys. The downtrend is right in front of your eyes. Let me show it to you. So this is the downtrend that we were, and guys, yeah, I trade mostly I long, but you can use the strategy for selling as well, selling gold, shorting gold. But I'm mostly interested in buying. I don't know why, but for now I'm just using it to buy. Maybe we can also use it for sell. Of course we can use it, but for now just focus on gold. One step at a time, one piece to master at one time, and I'm sure you are gonna like it. You're gonna love how much profit it will give you. So understanding the downtrend, okay, so this trend line and this trend line is right here. Again, the price dropped back, and then it's kind of going to the sideways, which makes a point. There's a point in this, there's a learning in this, that when the price goes sideways, it in itself means that there's an exhaustion in the sellers. Okay, for now, maybe the price still goes to the downside, but for now we're seeing that there's an exhaustion in the sellers because it's going to the going sideways, right? So if I move to the lower time frame to find a trade for myself, which I think I did, yeah, I did scalp this area, and I will show you why, because we're already going up and down, so this makes sense. This makes sense. Buy around this area because this is the bottom and this is the top, right around this area. But we'll still use the strategy that we are discussing, the auto blocks, right? So for example, we can say this is a small trend, this is again a small trend, this is a small trend, and in this small trend you can see we got an auto block, right? We even got an auto block here, and it did work in our favor. If somebody would have traded it, it was a very minimal stop loss, like 4 pips of stop loss, and then it also gave around 6 pips of profit. Scalping is all about few pips, all right? So what I did is I waited, and this made sense to me. I will show you the trades that I took in here. So it broke out, and then it came down again somewhere around here, and I took the trade, and oh no, here, yeah, this one. It came down here, I took the trade, and I briefly came out of this trade quickly, and I also took confirmations from the lower time frames, like okay, if there's an auto block over here, is there any kind of a formation also on the lower time frames? And also I took this trade, this auto block trade. So we're gonna just move to the lower time frame, like 1 minute time frame, to double check, like get some kind of a double confirmation. Okay, yeah, we have an auto block on the lower time frames as well. So you can see we got a breakout here. We again got we got a nice, we got a real nice auto block here. So I'm gonna delete this one and delete this one as well. So you can see, you know, this trend line breakout, and then we had this auto block. Oh man, this is so good. We had this auto block, and then price came down to the 50% right here. We enter and check how many pips. Well, the stop loss would have been around 6 pips, and then the take profit would be 21 pips, which is really good trade, a real good trade. Okay, but I did not keep it for so long. I just closed it somewhere here, but I did say that it's gonna move to the upside more. So, and it did. And then again, I made another trade somewhere. I'm gonna show the videos to you, uploaded them on the YouTube channel. Subscribe to the channel, guys, and I'm gonna put all those videos here. And I'm also gonna trade live with you so that you can understand the live trading, how I do live trading, because you know, telling you on in hindsight and then showing the real gold trades that will be a different experience altogether. I want you to grow my I want to grow my channel because I want to go live and then show you the trades live. That will be amazing. And guys, yes, there is right around 95%, 98% win rate with this trading strategy, gold trading strategy. But yeah, I will also say that you can experience some losses, but once you are very confident, once you have practiced a lot, then your losses will be very less. It takes time to master any skill, so give yourself that time, give yourself that space, that okay, it's just gonna take time, this is not gonna be instant. Because sometimes I've seen some people being very harsh on themselves, telling them, okay, why I'm not profiting right now. They just enter the market and think they can be millionaires. No, guys, I think lost a lot of money before I made anything. And you know, if I think about it, I think I'm still like, I have not made a lot of money with this, but yeah, it's going better and better every day. It's getting better and better every day. And I'm gonna also show you how I incorporate wedges, triangles with this strategy. It just makes it so good, you know, trading it so good. Because today there was a trade right out here. I did take it, and there was a wedge. Check this out. There was a wedge. It's a 5-minute wedge, and then it showed an auto block, and kaboom, right? And you can see this auto block being touched here, right here, and then it's just pushing the price up. Auto blocks are just amazing, guys. If you concentrate on them and read them and practice them, it will change your game. So here it broke out, and 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fifth wave. Maybe we will discuss it a bit later, but for now I told you the auto blocks and how I trade the breakouts and how I, you know, wait and here you to understand how the price is going, and whether you should go in and trade. So all those things we discussed. Okay, sorry about that. So this is the breakout strategy that I'm trading, and I mostly trade like that. There's another strategy, gold trading strategy, that I use, and we're gonna discuss that as well. Slowly I'm gonna put everything openly so that everyone can make money, you know. There are a lot of people I meet have so much have suffered so much losses, It's just mind-boggling, and yeah, it happens in the market because it is difficult. It's not easy. It's difficult, and but if you give it enough time and if you give it enough, energy, it has to give you the keys. It has to give you the opportunity. That's right. So I see auto blocks. I go on to the lower time frames, double checking whether there is a push, whether there's a move, aligning up, so that it helps us double confirm, double check the move, right? So I think that's it. I covered all the points. So I'm using this indicator, and it's not something calculating anything. It's just showing the auto blocks and the fair value gaps and other things. But I'm using mostly auto blocks for now. So use this strategy in your time in your trading, and I am very very sure that this gold trading strategy is gonna change everything and is gonna give you really positive results. You can try with a very small account and try with a lower lot size, like to get the feel of it, to get the how this works, how this is working and all that. And once you have a full grip of the things, then you can blast it out. Then you can make some real good cash. Anyways guys, I will be back with more videos. Subscribe to the channel, subscribe. I want to grow this YouTube channel, and I want to trade live. That's my dream. Trade live with you guys so that you can also put in the same orders that I am putting in, and we're gonna make money together. Until then, take care of yourself. Bye bye.